Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to my first video. I'm so excited to be filming this video and I hope that you guys are excited to watching it as well. Before I even go anywhere, I hope that you guys subscribe. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and when you reach all the way to the end, be sure to leave a comment and tell me what you thought about this video when it's done. I hope that you stick around and watch the whole thing. Cool. So as you can see in today's title, I'm going to be talking about basic 4C hair care. Now, the reason that I'm making this video is because over the past couple of years, the natural hair community has been growing so much as Black people are abandoning this idea that their naturally kinky and coily hair is not beautiful. And honestly, I'm here for it, honestly. That is why I'm standing in front of you guys today giving you this video. Now, for credibility purposes, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys a brief description of my personal natural hair journey and how I'm able to stand in front of the camera looking like this today. It's a little bit shrunken right now. I sprayed a bit of water on it, but that's besides the point. In 2017, it was in July. Yes, it was in July when I cut my hair. I had a big chop, cut it all the way down. I initially had really long, relaxed and luscious, beautiful hair, but then it just reached a point where it wasn't growing anymore. It was damaged and it was just a mess, and I was like, it's just time for a new start. And that's kind of the time where I got into the natural hair community, and I was really just looking for ways on how to care for my own hair. And I did this, went through a whole lot of trial and error, but then one thing that I noticed, and I still pick it up nowadays recently, is that the 4C in particular, the 4C community is not very well represented. And all these African countries that are appearing here about black magic, what, Lesotho's not in that mix, and I wonder why, because we're also African. So I'm here to represent my Basotho, period. So today's video is going to be inspired from my personal natural hair journey. Like I said, the natural hair community is growing and it's flourishing and we love to see it, but then there's just so much information out right now that it's so easy to get overwhelmed and kind of confused and most probably lost. So if you're starting out your natural hair journey, you may be feeling this way as well. Or maybe if you have started and now you're just kind of confused on what to do because there's just so much going on, or maybe you know someone who has 4C hair who can take better care of it, then stick around. By the way, this video is not mutually exclusive to females. Males, you're also welcome here. Not my black men. This is a safe place. And I've gotten a lot of questions about my hair from males, my friends and other males that I don't even know anything like that. But yes, this is the video for you. And if you like what you're hearing so far, then keep watching. If I keep on looking down, it's because I have notes down here. I'm a prepared hand, okay? Okay, cool. So I divided this video into segments. And I think that way, breaking everything down like that is going to help you to get a better understanding of what I'm talking about, instead of just saying everything all at once without any structure. You guys understand what I'm saying? Cool. So before I even get started on how to care for your hair, let's understand what 4C hair is. The term 4C is kind of like a code or a term to describe your hair type and your hair texture. Okay, so this is a hair type chart. Obviously there's different types of hair with different types of curl patterns and everything like that, and 4C is the one with the very, very tight curl pattern. As you can see, if I come closer, you can see that this is the way that my hair looks. I don't even mean to make this about race, but it's Black people that have hair like this. Cool. So I'm gonna start off with wash day. Everyone, I'd like to assume, has a wash day or some form of cleansing their hair, some sort of a routine or a ritual that they perform to cleanse their hair, right? And with wash day is actually very simple. It's very simple, even though like we treat it as if it's this really daunting. It does take time, but then that's besides the point. With wash day, the basics of it is to cleanse your hair. That's the core purpose of wash day, is to cleanse your hair and rid it of any environmental dirt or product build up or just anything like that, just to cleanse your hair. Just like you cleanse your body, cleanse your hair. So for wash day, what you're going to need to invest in is a shampoo and a conditioner. That's it. I'm joking, that's not it yet. But then for wash day, you're gonna wanna get a shampoo, just it doesn't matter what kind of shampoo it is. It doesn't matter if it's a clarifying shampoo or a moisturizing shampoo. We're talking about basics right now. We're taking it all the way back to the basics. So you just need a shampoo. Just get a shampoo. Get a shampoo, wash your hair, you'll be good. Cool. Conditioner. The purpose of conditioner is to replenish moisture in your hair shaft, right? So you wash your hair with shampoo and get all that gunk out and all that dirt, right? But then with shampoo, it literally takes out all the moisture. Except if you're using a moisturizing shampoo. But then now we're just talking about regular shampoo. The purpose of regular shampoo is to just get rid of dirt and gunk and anything that's sitting in your hair that's not supposed to be there, right? Sometimes with shampoos, you'll find that they tend to strip your hair of some of the nutrients that it might need, some of the nutrients that you may have washed out when you're trying to cleanse your hair, which is not a bad thing. The key is to cleanse, right? So conditioner replenishes that moisture while still leaving your hair soft and clean. Cool. So there's 3 types of conditioners. You get leave-in conditioner, you get rinse out conditioner, and you get deep conditioner. You really don't need all those conditioners. You don't need to use them all at once. Trust me, even I don't use 3 conditioners at once, but at least invest in one. A good place to start is a rinse out conditioner, which really just works like shampoo. Just put it in your hair, lather it up, rub your hair, and then rinse it out. That's a great place to start. Moving on to detangling. Now, since we've established that 4C hair has a really tight curl pattern, this is what's happening in your hair, right? Everything is just coily and there's a lot going on all up in your hair, okay? And so it's a no-brainer that they're going to detangle onto each other. They're going to tangle onto each other, I meant. Now, your job as a person that wants to look cute, that wants to look great, that wants to look presentable, is to detangle it so that you can style it and manipulate it the way that you please. Now, with detangling, do not detangle your hair when it's dry. Don't even attempt to do it. You're going to break it and you're going to hurt yourself. Rather, take wash day as a good opportunity to detangle your hair, because it is best to detangle your hair when it is damp or wet. This way it'll prevent pain. First of all, if you're tender-headed, it'll prevent pain and also breakage. The last thing that you want for your hair is to break. We want to see growth, we want to see volume, we want to see good health, honey. We want the hair to flourish, right? I'd like to believe that everyone that's here wants their hair to flourish, honestly. So if you want your hair to flourish, you want to avoid breakage at all costs. Don't detangle your hair when it's dry. A good tip is to use your fingers first and foremost, and then a wide tooth comb. You don't want to be messing with those combs with the very thin teeth. Don't do it. On hair like this, no, honey. Maybe if you're blow drying it, but then that's a whole different thing. Moisturizing and just moisturizing for now. Okay, so in the natural hair community, right, there are these acronyms that you'll hear. I don't know what you guys know, but then you get a phenomenon, I'd like to call it that, called the LOC method and the LCO method. So basically what this means, right, when you're moisturizing your hair, after you have washed it, conditioned it, and detangled it, in that particular order. When you moisturize your hair and you have all your products laid out before you, you don't just start applying products like a crazy person without any direction. No, we are structured, we are strategic with these things, okay? So the L stands for liquid or leave-in conditioner, the C stands for cream, and the O stands for oil. With LOC and LCO, it basically just tells you which sequence it is in which you apply your products. LCO, liquid or leave-in, and then cream, and then oil. LOC, liquid or leave-in, and then oil, and then cream. Okay, I've tried both of these methods, right? And I found that the LCO method is the one that works best for me, because with oils are not meant to necessarily moisturize your hair. Their key function is to seal in the moisture that has been brought in by conditioner or a moisturizer that comes in the form of a cream. That's just how I do things. With the LOC method, it was also effective, but I find that with this other method, my hair is just able to retain moisture for longer. Now, one thing that I want to stress and emphasize is that it's your hair. You can do things your way. I'm just here to give you the basics. I'm just here to tell you guys what I do in order to maintain my hair and how it looks the way that it looks, right? Cool. Moving on to styling. Hairstyles. We all love a good hairstyle, right? Nothing really just elevates your look, your mood, and just, I'd like to believe, your whole aura just changes when you have great hair, right? I know that's the case for me. I feel really good right now. Do you see how nice my hair looks? I feel great. But anyway, with hairstyling, if you have 4C hair, you need to be very careful. You can't just throw on any style and do it and undo it aimlessly. No. Okay, I would like to introduce you guys to what is called a protective style. Now, a protective style is that thing the natural hair community wear. Like, there's so much confusion, there's so much unnecessary confusion about a protective style. A protective style is a hairstyle that ensures that your ends, the ends of your hair, the ends are here, the roots are here, the ends are here. That ensures that your ends are tucked away. This is not a protective style. Like, I really hate coming across videos on YouTube where they're like, oh, protective styles, and then they show, I'm like, what are you guys doing? But anyway, styles like cornrows, like braids, there's a lot of protective styles. Like, I'll just leave pictures all around me here. But yes, protective styles are your best friend, because when you put your hair away, when you put your hair in a style, in a protective style, that is, the aim is to protect. That's why it's called a protective style, right? You want to protect your hair at all costs when you're not wearing it out, so that it does not break. It does not get dirty easily, so that you don't wash it every other week, which is not advised, by the way. But then yes, the key is to protect your hair from environmental things that can hamper. Just protect it, put it away, girl, okay? Or boy, gentle. Yeah, y'all get the gist. The key with styling your hair as well, if you're not wearing a long-lasting protective style, is to make sure that you manipulate it as little as possible. Combing your hair every day, parting it, manipulating it, putting your fingers through it, and things like that. You don't want to do that. You're breaking your hair. 4C hair is very fragile. It needs to be treated with the utmost care. TLC, okay? So you want to do hairstyles that are very low manipulation. This one, for instance, is very low manipulation. I just woke up. Well, when I woke up, I had braids in, but then I undid them, and all I did was just run a brush in the front, on the sides, and at the back, and then just put a string over it. I'm done. I don't need to be combing it excessively or like parting it or putting my fingers through it or any. You don't want to do that too much. Like, sure, sometimes you can. Sometimes it's necessary if you're trying to have your hair look a certain way. I'm not gonna sit here in front with you guys and be like, oh, don't do those things for the rest of your life. No. Sometimes you want to look snatched, but you can still look snatched without damaging your hair. That's the purpose of protective style. Cool. So the last thing you want to pay attention to in your natural hair journey is when you sleep. When you sleep, your hair needs to be protected. Listen, like I'm saying, 4C hair is very fragile. You need to treat it with respect, with care, with love, and with dignity. The same way I'd like to assume that you treat yourself. Okay? How many of you guys can say that you sleep in jeans? Why don't you sleep in jeans? Because jeans are uncomfortable, right? Exactly. So now imagine putting your hair through a situation where like the sleep is just not comfortable for it. No. And I'm being a little bit dramatic because I care about this kind of stuff, okay? But anyway, basics, bringing it back to the basics. When you sleep, silk is your best friend. Invest in a silk bonnet, a silk scarf, or a do-rag. I am such an advocate for telling my male friends or people that I know that are male to sleep with a do-rag. There's no shame with sleeping with a do-rag. If anything, you're doing your hair justice, okay? Sleeping with a silk something on your head will ensure that your hair does not break. When you move around at night and you're tossing and turning, your hair is getting all tangled up, and like these pillowcases that have different fabrics, like they can snag at your hair, and again, we're trying to avoid breakage at all costs. So sleep with silk. Listen, I don't know, but there's something about 4C hair that's just luxurious, okay? So treat it with the luxury that it deserves, please. If you want to see it thrive, treat it with luxury. And luxury doesn't have to cost that much. Just get something silky to put on your head, please. Cool. So as I was saying, luxury silk just glides, just allows your hair to just glide off of it, you know what I mean? And it doesn't snag at your hair. It just slides off of it, do you know what I mean? So when you're tossing and turning, your hair is just sliding off that material that you have on your head. There's no breakage. And silk also helps you to retain moisture in your hair when you sleep. So that's an added bonus of sleeping with silk in your hair. We've come to the end of the list. I'm not done talking just yet. But then, guys, it's very important that you take control of your own hair. I'm such a big advocate for this. When people are asking me for hair advice, you are in control of your hair. What I say should not be what you do step by step, what you do verbatimly. You can decide what you can do with your hair. Please, I'm just one of the many people that will tell you what you can do, and I'm only telling you what you can do based off of my experience. And my experience is not necessarily like your experience, just like how my experience is not the same as other people's experience. So you are in control. Try whatever it is that you need to try, and whatever works for you, and just do that unapologetically. Okay? Period. Okay, so I hope you guys are taking notes, because we all need to have flourishing hair, guys. And I hope this helps somebody that was looking to kind of get back into the basics and was getting lost with all this information. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed filming it, my first video. I hope that you guys are subscribed. I hope you give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought. Until the next one, guys, I'll see you next week.